Ones that wasn't touched at TI?
Once.
It was touched once. Lion, I've been seeing kind of come into favor too. Chen wasn't really played much at TI. Now
Wraith
we're seeing
King. Where,
Wraith King.
Poor guy.
Arc Warden.
Pick him in
Arc
the...
Warden, yeah. I mean, even though I've seen the hero lose a lot.
Zeus.
Yeah, Zeus.
Yeah.
Well, Zeus we saw a little bit.
A little bit,
only
but
by
not
LFY.
that, I was going to say it was one player,
One
and
team.
you can't get too carried away with that. What we are going to get carried away with is the draft, which is underway, and we've got similar bans, I think, from the first time round as well. So go into game number 2.
Dude, Shaker was ignored completely.
He was completely ignored. I was going to bring him up actually because he was one of my
respect for Schofield.
Really?
Takes the Jakiro themselves, saying that they really like that hero.
Yeah, they do.
That's why LGD picked it.
Yep. Been a popular Yao pick.
They should take Nyx again. Nyx?
I think so, yeah. I mean, Yao played it very well.
Early as well.
There's nothing wrong with the first phase Nyx.
Yep.
Every game.
It just messes up so many mid laners. You're thinking mid and you're like, oh, what do you want to play? And you're like, no, no.
And then they don't play him in mid anyway.
And then they don't put it.
So then call the bluff.
Well, it's just about the matchup, you know. It's like in later stage, if you want to play some heavy int growth hero, you just get mana burned once late game and you take 600.
Dude, even if you're not int, it's still
it's
awful.
still so much.
You just don't have any mana.
You're so evil.
And you have to
Nyx
build
is
BKB.
Yeah,
it's really awful. Core playing against Nyx.
I mean, not playing Nyx.
God.
What was his win rate?
Nyx, what at Star Ladder?
I don't think it was.
I don't remember it, but I don't feel like it was very high.
Damn, back to the Shaker.
We did mention it.
Oh, AA was banned last game.
And
That's
AA,
right.
yeah.
Yep. That's the big one. Infamous also loves AA, but we've been seeing that hero just rise so much because of the popularity of picks. The Death Prophet, Necro, Pugna.
I feel like AA had a particularly good win rate though. Again, it felt. I'm gonna check anyway, but.
I think it was banned a lot as well. When in the situations it was good, it would be taken out.
Why Shaker over Nyx though? I thought Nyx was like Nyx is great. Maybe they want a better 3
AA was 55.8% in 34 picks in the qualifiers for this for PGL, and it was the second most picked behind Shaker. Qualifiers, I split them because qualifiers and then Star Ladder offline just seemed a bit different. Do you know what I mean? It was already a meta shift in amongst that, because there were a lot of qualifiers played all at the same time, weren't there? I was actually having a problem figuring out who was playing in which one for which tournament at one point.
It was very confusing.
It was hard to follow sometimes.
10 seconds remaining.
Oh, I thought Complexity qualified for this. Well, they have, but not for this one.
Not for this one.
Oh, so why are they playing in this qualifier? Well, because that's for the other thing. Oh. Did get tough to follow for an old brain. Sand King was also one of the ones that we pointed out at the top of the show.
One of Stinger's favorite heroes.
Yep. Played a lot.
Played on support a lot too. And they want to run it offlaner support. Kind of a flex pick. Kind of preferred on support. Unless you have that like specific matchup you have. I like LGD's opener a bit more already off the bat though. Shaker A is very scary. I mean, TI5 winning combo of course. So much spell damage, so much fight coming up. And just a personal thing. I think Shaker is also just hero still. Just having multiple stuns on one hero is
instant cast.
Instant cast, and you also you can solo kill cores as a support. I mean, I think this might be offlane still, but I mean,
mobile initiators, one of the big things at TI. Still very powerful.
Roger C. Earth. Does go offlane. Profit ban. One of the most devastating things playing as an AA. Can't really do anything. Or in game even, yeah.
Ben hates it.
You just get picked off.
As AA, yeah, you can't do anything. Like summons are awful versus you.
Any hero that really contests the lane and you're playing AA. Summons are very annoying. Mirana ban from Infamous. Talking about Somnus is when they have the combo already, kind of amplification of magic from AA, Fissure.
LGD's turn to pick.
Then the Veno Necro. Probably see a Viper this game. Teams. Probably
more likely,
Infamous, yeah.
way more likely to play it.
Especially versus these 2 spell damage heroes.
10 seconds remaining. 5
So it's crazy how
seconds
like
remaining.
the variety that we see coming out from these teams. There's at one point I was watching LGD and like these Chinese teams, it was just like Void Lich every game. But they always tend to drift more towards that team fight.
Heavy magic.
Yeah, it's not great, but
Dire team pick.
I've seen it paired up with Shakers.
so they do go okay, the Void
Yep.
with the AA.
Yeah, third most played.
Oh, I really like Ame. It's a
10
different
seconds
playstyle for
remaining.
him. Normally he plays way heavier farmers,
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
but that's why there's maybe. Mid heroes that combo with Void.
Boker, but that hero has definitely been seeing a lot less play. Yeah, I'm not a big fan. His laning phase is really tough. You have to far in the game. for
Other
him to
than,
kinda come
as
online.
Toby would point out, smurfing invokers who drop down 3,000. They're the only ones that I really get.
Other than that one, it would be like the Death Prophet. That's the more concrete hero for sure for LGD.
Could still see Lash.
Just throw out the Somnus Lash. He played a TI and no one expected it. It is a tower hero too. I think the Death Prophet or Lash are the most likely, but
Yeah.
Death Prophet.
GP's the most played as well. Sense.
Gonna probably take something like a Puck here again.
Any chance of Brood Cheese?
I don't think either of these teams actually touched the Brood. That's exactly what I was looking for before. I'm like, where's the Brood Mother? You need a disgusting player.
Yeah,
on your
definitely
team.
not
Very important.
LGD's
Yeah, I
turn.
don't think LGD would do it.
Yeah, they take the Puck. That was kind of expected.
No real.
I think you need a Brood player.
I think you need a Brood
Yeah.
player.
Doing
You need
this
it.
patch.
Yeah.
Isn't that what Kuro was saying as well? I don't know
Yeah.
if it was in some interview. He's like, you
10
need to, I think in
seconds
order to like
remaining.
really be super successful now, you need those disgusting players that
Yeah,
just
no,
play
you
these
do.
like
That
niche
enjoy
drop and
playing
broods.
things like
Yeah.
Brood.
They just ruin you.
Huskar, Brood.
Yeah.
Those are the two.
They've got Miracle, they've got Matu, they've got
Yeah.
the diversity for that one for them. So, still think Death Prophet looks the best unless they want to save it and then they can pick up. Maybe they want to hide it where the Shaker's going to.
It's pretty obvious though. I
Mhm.
think they could end up getting it banned if they loot to fight.
Yeah, I think the Death Prophet looks most ideal here. They played some Dragon Knight, but it's not as good with the
Ember could be okay too. I think the Root's pretty good.
The
The
Root's-
King and Puck.
and Puck. Yeah, that's true.
It's okay with Void. I would say way better than most melee cores, but not great. We did see them pick it last game.
It's nice with AA.
Yeah.
Yeah. Possibility.
It's decent. But you don't know the mid matchup yet. I guess they didn't really care.
Yeah, they didn't.
Dire team pick.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You were talking about the Shadow
Yeah,
Fiend
we
earlier.
talked about that in the first game, but he's one of the few players that seems to have stuck with SF in this particular patch. Not been a particularly successful hero, that has to be said, in any of the 706's patches, but nevertheless, he is a legendary player
10
on the hero,
seconds
so
remaining.
When they picked it a lot, it was with the Wisp again though.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the thing.
5
And
seconds remaining.
It helps with AA though, right? You can have the Chung touch at least at the start to make sure you get souls, and the Vortex is quite nice with raises in mid game, but
I'm just happy that we're going to see a maybe SF.
I think it's also I think what they're thinking is it's a BKB core at one point, and right now Infamous has only showed triple magic damage, so they want to have that BKB hero that can not really care so much versus that.
LGD's
It's not as much as
turn
his
to
laning phase. Beastmaster.
Vision?
unusual.
Very unusual. They have
Attack-
played it recently though. but-
Attack speed not super great here.
Mm-mm.
The vision is like it's okay. I wouldn't say
10
it's great.
seconds remaining.
Like Faces Void is gonna get a Manta at some point.
5 seconds remaining.
Care too much about Beastmaster and
Where
Puck.
do they play that beast?
Awful, right?
We usually see it off lane. Yeah.
Dire team ban.
Who's playing off lane in this team? Stinger?
Stinger, yeah.
But he hasn't played Beast. Pepita has though.
Pepita has.
Mm.
But they switch
I
the
know,
roles,
so that's what I'm saying. Maybe.
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe they go off lane Beastmaster Pepita and then goes.
10 seconds
Where?
remaining.
It's like, well, what are they doing now?
Offlane
5
Beast
seconds
mid pug.
remaining.
Yeah, I think
4 and 5 Sanking Jakiro seem likely.
But Pepita also
Dire
plays the park
team
and it's his.
pick.
So I don't know. This is odd.
yeah.
It's weird. It is an
Stinger-
anti-BKB at least. I guess
It is,
it's
yeah.
useful for Shadow.
I think
Fiend,
that's what the thing that they're looking for. And I think that
But it's
they're
not beyond the realms of possibility that Axel plays Beastmaster, is it? It's just he hasn't played it under this patch. That's...
Excel?
Yeah.
On support? Oh,
That's
10
5.
seconds
five.
Yeah.
remaining.
that sounds grim.
I know, right? But that's really going back like, yeah, I
5
don't know,
seconds remaining.
last year.
Last year we were
Yeah.
seeing a lot of the 4.
Yep.
That's when jungle was good, and jungle's atrocious now.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm,
LGD's turn to pick.
I don't know.
Sven. So I guess they wanted to have some type of booster for the Sven as well as a BKB piercing disable.
Okay. Well, we know Taro will no
Hmm.
doubt.
I think it's puck mid, yeah, beast off
Yeah,
lane, and
yeah,
just
and
the
then Sanking
straightforward.
Jakiro
Yep.
go.
10 seconds remaining.
Oh.
Choose your hero.
What? So
Wow.
Void off lane?
Wow.
Whoa.
Okay.
And Kotaro Hayama's okay. They're gonna swap heroes on Infamous, sure, because Kotaro's playing Jakiro.
Yeah.
and
see,
Excel's
they're-
playing Sven.
Yeah, and Pepita is going to go for the park.
They're gonna switch things around, but whoa.
And then Stinger goes Beast off. Yeah.
Arc
okay.
Warden. Are they gonna go
Um,
double pipe versus the magic damage on Arc Warden?
Split push. Just like
Split
last
push,
game, dude.
yeah.
Hold high ground.
Same thing.
That's that one hero that's impossible to push high ground again.
All right. Okay. Time to head over to our commentary team for game number 2. We've got our own Winter Wyvern. He's in the commentary box with Lyrical.
Thank you very much, Paul. And my goodness, Winter, we see some Arc Warden. People are switching up their heroes that they're playing. It's still Kotaro Hayama on the Jakiro, but you really said that you like the draft coming out from Infamous. Talk to me about it, man.
Yep, I like it a lot. I don't like the Void off lane so much. Not too much of a big fan of it. It's pretty similar to like the game 1 draft where Infamous had this kind of like good lane set up into a very snowbally lineup. If they kind of don't make too many mistakes like the last game, I can see them actually winning the game. Because pretty much a lot of the team fight is going to be on the Void, and you have your offlane Void, so it's going to be much slower. The rest of the heroes are really greedy, like SF and Arc Warden, they farm a lot. They require a lot before they are going to be able to start helping the team. So it's going to be extremely crucial that they stack. I think Earthshaker's going to have to stack a lot for the Shadow Fiend to help him get his items quickly.
Yeah, and also just make sure that he doesn't get roamed on. Like, that was one of the biggest issues that I felt like we had with Shadow Fiend before, was that this is a hero that can be ganked and killed super easily.
Yep.
Is this a lineup where that's going to happen for Infamous? How worried are you for the Shadow Fiend?
Sanking's pretty decent, I'd say, and Sanking plus Puck mid,
30
so I
seconds
think
to
pretty
go.
much any Sanking roam with a stun into an orb, very high potential to killing the SF. So Earthshaker has to be, you know, on the SF's back all the time, either stacking or just pretty much guarding him, making sure that he doesn't die. And the Earthshaker's gonna, you know, drop a fissure for FY on the off lane, so it's gonna allow the Void to maybe get.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's actually.
Look at this. Schofield, he's just already getting in his face.
It's gonna lose the rune. Okay,
Yeah.
that is huge.
Begins.
Well, and meanwhile, FY coming up trying to take the other one. It looks like he was able to steal
he got
that,
it.
so it
Yeah.
ends up working. And yeah, Kotaro Hayama switches back over to the Sven. And I think one of the biggest things also, as FY is going to get hit here, let's have time walk, could be fine. Oh, maybe not.
is he?
Schofield. Well, he saved his Burrow Strike. They've got it. Another stun can come out in just a little bit. 2 seconds. He has
He's
the mana
dead.
for it now as well. FY going down. First blood again for Kotaro.
Again, really good sequence of events for Infamous to start the game off. Earthshaker here trying to do some harass onto the park, dropping a fissure, trying to blocking off, you know. Very common move you see from supports when they draft a Shadow Fiend. You want to secure, oh, he's going to deny the range creep, that's huge. They want to secure the souls for the Shadow Fiend so he gets a easy lane.
Doing a good job of that one. Bottom lane, Stinger in trouble as it looks like. A little bit of a flux, a little bit of a right click. This should be the Beastmaster going down. He does have a TP, but they have vision all over him.
Just trying to waste time. Oh, good joke.
Is he really going to be able to do this? Oh, they're able to get away. Oh, Stinger, all right.
But he TP'd to the tower and he has no self. So I mean, it's pretty much, I don't know, like you can't really get anything here because he's too low. I'm not sure. He killed out a self, so he has to wait for the self to come. But either way, right now looking at the lanes, Puck is out CSing the Shadow Fiend, so that's looking good for Infamous. And they got a first blood on the Void earlier.
Like this ward was dropped down on top of each other. We'll see if either of those ends up getting taken away. Sven has been left alone against FY, and this could be a little bit tough for the Sven potentially.
Yep. If Sven is alone, actually with the first, I think he got the first blood. So the first blood bonus goal, he should be okay. Once he gets more points in with the Great Cleave, it's gonna be very annoying for Void to actually lane against the Sven. 2-minute rune gonna be top. It's gonna be an arcane rune. On the other hand, Infamous secures 3 runes. 3 bounty runes, excuse me. So Schofield stealing the one from the Radiant here, and he's gonna get. They got.
Oh my goodness!
They got 4 bounty runes here.
All right, GG. That's great. That's the way you want to start it for this roaming support with Boots already. He's halfway to Arcanes right now at 2.5 minutes on the Sand King.
Good stuff right there from the Sand King Schofield. So like we mentioned, his roam is gonna be really important to like kill the SF. And so far has the Earthshaker pull any stacks for the Shadow Fiend, which is also important, not yet.
Oh, manning up in mid lane a little bit. Pepita trading hits with Maybe. They also are bringing in the Jakiro though, so has Maybe gone a bit too far. The Burrow Strike is through. They have the Dual Breath as well. Doesn't want to get hit by a couple rays, is able to bring him down nonetheless. Easy peasy for Infamous in the mid.
Yep, good rotation there by Excel on Jakiro coming in when it matters. So Earthshaker wasn't able to really do much. I think even if he got the fissure off, Shadow Fiend still probably dead there. So not choosing to expand his mana on the fissure.
Maybe a fissure with a raise could have been a kill there. Mid lane, it's possible.
Yeah,
see right here, Beastmaster as well, just farming away in the jungle. He's doesn't want to end up getting brought out because of the danger of that bottom lane.
Yep. If you don't get help against Arc Warden as an offlaner, lane's pretty hard unless you're like some Prophet or Brood. Those are the heroes that can actually stand toe to toe against Arc Warden. But if you're alone, Arc Warden's Flux actually owns majority of the offlaner.
Schofield needs to be a little careful here. He's taking 2 of those
actually
purchases, and they're going to have a third one. The fissure comes out. Burrow Strike trying to get away. He is going to go down. Well, was it worth it?
Oh my god, he was like 850, right?
Yeah.
He was like 1 creep away from the Arcane Boots.
Ah, it's so sad.
So times bad for this Sand King, but for me rune gonna be top in this rune. So right now lane status Shadow Fiend on even ahead right now, 4 CS ahead of the Park. That's really good for LGD. Void's, or actually Void has so much CS, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's been left completely alone against this Sven.
Yeah, I guess because the Jakiro went mid just now for the kill on the SF, so Void was left alone. Yeah, you're right. So Void has been able to get a lot, and they're choosing to help up the Beastmaster, like I said. Solo off lane against Arc Warden, not gonna do too well.
Man, FY just still continuing to pound away at him, but yeah, as you can see down bottom.
Can they get him?
Oh, they're looking, they're trying. QQQ taking a lot, but they aren't quite within range. He's got those boots though, and they end up being able to find it in the end. Excel trying to slow him down as well. The body blocks are coming out, the dual breath connects.
He's dead.
And that is going to be a kill, so no chance to keep that AA alive. FY.
Yep.
Well, they find a stun. They want to get the kill. He's actually off on the other side. Kataro trying to get out of there. He doesn't have a TP. He doesn't have anything, really. And I think FY will eventually be able to run him down unless he can maybe get a juke into the creeps there. It looks like he doesn't even want to try and go for the denies for the moment. Trying to juke away again, but will be bashed to death. It's the danger of leaving your Sven alone.
So all the lanes are looking good for LGD right now. Shadow Fiend is starting to dominate his matchup right now with the souls and with the levels. Void is, doing okay right now after that kill on Sven. Actually, great. Not even okay after giving, even though he gave up like a first blood earlier. but everything's looking great for him. Arc Warden's getting pressured a little by the opposing team. But all in all, 2 lanes going well, at least.
Oh. And Beastmaster's been relegated to the jungle, as we saw. He's still a little ways away from getting his level 6 also, but maybe when that happens they can make some type of rotation. Unfortunately, FY is here. He has a Chronosphere as well. There aren't really any other heroes in the area, but FY is just making this Sven nervous, and if he gets a couple more timely bashes, there could be a chance for a kill there.
Yep, definitely. He even has opted to put more priority in the time lock, so that's going to give him better opportunity of killing the Sven.
Stinger, bottom lane with the Sand King as well. Yeah, they're just battling for farm. Yeah, the rotation comes in though. Fissure is out. Sven is caught. Can they find any more? The bashes are there. They're TPing in. It came a little bit late though. And
they're gonna die though.
Smoke used? Okay, question mark. They jump forward, find the return kill onto the poor old Faceless Void, and now Yao out of mana, but there's no way to find that kill. Pepita, good rotation.
Yep, Chronosphere expanded, but that was not even that close of killing him. It was quite risky and it was so near the tower as well. But anyone could have like TP'd in. I think if the Sand King teleported in, or even the Jakiro, they could have easily turned the things around as well. But at the end of the day, Papito was the man to save his carry. But here comes the Earthshaker and the Void again.
Oh, run away, jump, trying to get out of there. He does have not enough. Movement speed should be enough. FY thought about chasing it.
Yeah, unless he had a bash there. Otherwise,
yeah.
No way he gets the kill. So things are looking, still looking good right now for LGD, despite the Chronosphere being expanded and not getting a kill. All their lanes are still farming. The Void's farming well. Arc Warden's okay. SF is the one leading the CS chart right now.
Well, I guess the other sort of wrinkle that we can throw into this is the Sand King has gained a lot more than any of the other supports on the Radiant team, and you can see that he's, you know, about a quarter of the way towards that Blink Dagger after the Arcane Boots.
Oh, Fissure.
And Fissure comes through. He has the Burrow Strike, trying to turn it. Pepita's there as well. Coil drop down, silence to follow. The right clicks are there, and maybe gonna get brought down again, so they make it work.
Baited, I guess. Schofield was... I mean, I don't know if he intentionally wanted the SF to try and kill him or not, but either way it worked out for them. And bottom lane Stinger.
Yeah, he's
Lux,
super gone.
Cold Feet, Chilling Touch, dead off lane.
There's no way to make that not work. It's quite hard to deal with. FY, again bashes. Katariyama dares them to come forward. Yao's gonna find a little bit of damage, but well, Katara does a hell of a lot more. The right clicks to follow, needs one more and is gonna get it. Now FY trying to man up as well against the Sven. Brought down to about half HP, God's Strength wearing off, now decides to run away.
Those are all the random pickups that happened in the first game. Like mini small mistakes that give up kills happening again here for LGD. But big picture wise, farm wise, SF, all the 3 cores are still farming relatively well right now. But the thing if you talk about the supports, why Infamous are getting more on the supports is because they have a core that can actually roam and Treasure, which is not he made like, so far he made like 2 rotations that helped his team. So in the meantime the supports were able to, Chronosphere, second Chronosphere of the game, onto the Sven once more.
They run into it though, Kataro's still staying alive, they turn, they fight, they find the kill onto that Faceless Void. They are going to lose their Sven here. But can they lose any more? Schofield still chasing Ame. Burrow Strike is there. They have the Epicenter to follow. Nowhere left to go. They end up losing the Faceless Void and the Arc Warden for the Sven. And to be honest, Sven has stacks to go back to. The Roar down bottom.
Yep.
They found themselves the Ancient Apparition. Can they actually get this kill though? Doesn't look like it. Cold Feet a bit too hard.
Top Zone ward placed on the high ground, scouted the Arc Wardens there. So Infamous were able to react accordingly to that. Pepita
phase shifts, dodges away. He does not get the rune, unfortunately, since it spawned down bottom. And Pepita going to try and get out of there. Looks like he is going to get the phase shift and the jaunt away. No TP for 4 seconds as it's coming out of his backpack, but they're not chasing. He's out.
Yep. So.
Oh, that stacks are being taken right now as well.
Oh my god. Sven's gonna get his Mass of Madness off that.
That's a lot of gold.
Meanwhile, A is level 6, so this is big here for LGD. Arc Warden, despite dying at top, but his movement actually allowed.
FY? All right, he's okay, but
what happened?
He like jumped in after the Jakiro. It was on Clem Pate is the call from Excel. Wonderful.
So pretty much the Arc Warden's movement there allowed QQ to get his level 6. Chronosphere, 44 seconds. Maybe they can get a kill cleaner this time with the Ice Blast. So it's gonna be a lot easier, risk-free if they get a Chrono into Ice Blast and maybe a Fissure follow-up.
Yeah. Just saying. Still 30 seconds till that Chrono is up, and Pepita in the meantime dealing a decent chunk of damage to that mid-tier 1 tower as well. And maybe in the area, double raises the wave.
They should smoke to the top, I think now. They should, yeah. Level 6, they're gonna just walk to the Void lane from the Chrono, Ice Blast, and Shadowfy maybe in the meantime. Oh, he's actually gonna go top as well. They're holding mid.
Well, Burrow there, just keeping the Faceless Void back, and that allows the Sven to get the full assortment out. They're trying to get into range. The stun doesn't connect. They do have that Chronosphere. It drops, but it also caught the Earthshaker, and maybe he's going to be controlled as well, but I do believe that this is going to be the Sven dead, unless he can somehow manage his way out, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. They find the kill.
Bottom lane as well. Arc Warden's in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Mirror movements by both teams.
Jumps forward. He went for the ulti, but still going to be stunned. The jaunt away. Pepita still taking a lot of damage from that Flux, but will eventually be able to get out and lives through the whole assortment of damage as the tower is going to be taken.
Yep, exact same movements by both teams right there. Both the offlaners having their ultimates up and their teams smoke to the offlaners to kill the carry. Both towers down. So even movement there by like both teams getting the same amount of resource out of the map. Earthshaker has his level 6 right now from the exchange. SF, what did he actually go for? Go for Dragonlance or Muscle Man? Oh, he has a Muscle Man, that's it.
Yeah.
So,
Off the way.
I kind of expected a Dragonlance, so he actually fights well. The Mask will actually help him farm better. So, a more greedy build. Still a good item in the current meta. Like most carries just get Muscle Madness because it's just such a good item.
Right. Schofield here just able to hold on to the tower this time as well. I mean,
is he close to Dagger?
Yeah, he's getting there. I mean, still 1,000 gold away, so.
The drum.
Oh, needs to burrow strike to the other side. He's able to get away just barely. Oh, Schofield, that was so close. Oh, man. In the meantime, Ancient Apparition dies elsewhere on the map, but mid lane while they're taking the tower. Old Stinger running away, drops the roar, connects onto the Earthshaker. Kataro's there, they find the turnaround stun, and LGD again just bleeding away these kills that it really feels they don't need to. Mid lane, the tower's going to get denied again, but I mean, it feels like it's coming up infamous.
Yeah, they're making a lot of these kind of like small errors. The Earthshaker, he should be like behind his course. He was like too far up in a very dangerous position, so easy pickings there for Infamous. So can they actually get something out of this? Probably not. No medallion on Beastmaster, so not having that easy option of getting an early rush.
Cell get caught by the cold feet. Pepita's still sort of chasing. The DD is down though, and
Chronosphere is up.
FY, can he play his way out of it? Looks like they're not going to decide to go for the kill onto the puck. I thought he might have gone for the Chrono there.
Roshan is like pretty possible for the Radiant side right now with the Shadowfy and Muscle Madness if they can actually get a good fight.
Right.
Head into Roshan. Void is actually going to... this is a very traditional Void build. It's going Blats, a very old build. Sort of like a team build, you know, helps your team. Like most of the current players go for Mom.
Pepita, this is going to be an initiation, but they did see that smoke move forward, so getting a little bit caught out there. The Macro Pyre to try and kill the creep wave off. We'll be able to do it, but this should be a tower dropping, I assume. Macro Pyre, nice path down as well.
Chrono is down though. I think maybe Infamous can actually try to defend here. 18 seconds you can pass alive.
Bring in the Beastmaster as well in. FY. Ooh, scary stuff. They get the roar. Can they find more? Ice is coming out as well. Stinger going to drop from that one. The stun, it ends up connecting, and well, that's going to be enough to take him down, at least one. Now, can they get Ame as well? Doesn't quite look like it. Ulti coming out from the Shadow Fiend as he walks up high ground. Kataro in a hell of a lot of trouble. Ends up being brought down as well. The Fissure It's able to separate, and now Epicenter, can they kill off? Maybe. He ended up canceling it! Oh no, Schofield, he's had such a good game and ends up being punished there. Oh, that would have been such a big moment.
Okay.
Okay, Winter. Oh, I saw your body cringe there for a second.
So mistakes were made. I think they got 1-for-1, right? They got the Void, and they traded the Shadow Fiend for it. Well, they defended their tower, so at the very least, objective is not taken by LGD. That's, I guess, the bigger picture of all things considered. Shaker is farming towards his dagger, puck with Invis and DD.
Hey man, it's a dangerous spot, hitting pretty hard coming out of Invis.
He wants to kill the Shaker. Oh, okay, I guess Shaker should.
Bang bang, coil.
He missed.
Well, he baited out the Echo Slam, so.
Oh, well, at least he didn't die.
Yeah.
He's thanking his lucky stars. Like, that should have been a dead Shaker there.
He's feeling a little sheepish maybe, but yeah, like you said, something to be thankful for. So this game decided to go back for 2 points in the Liquid Fire after the dual breath, so he can start to pressure this tower more effectively. With no Echo Slam, they don't really need to be worried about all that much on Infamous.
So free tower there for Infamous after failing to get the Earthshaker pick off. So what's the Beastmaster going? I think they should have a medallion on the Beastmaster or a Solar. They're gonna need it to get a Roshan because they have a much more snowbally lineup. They have so far taken all the tier 1 towers, so Roshan is gonna be next on the list for Infamous. Oh, Yao is gonna die again.
Yeah, Burrow's out. They have the Macro Pyre to follow, and more than enough damage there. Yeah, it's sort of old Stinger maybe going to be playing that complexity style. Drums into like Solar Crest. He already has the Blightstone down.
Who actually went for his build was Helm.
Oh right.
Helm, Medallion, then he got the next item. I remember Helm, Medallion. He has 4 stuff and drums. Yeah, those were the 4 items movement. Very strong. I'm not a fan of that build. Makes you very good in team fights. Very good at taking Roshan. Very tanky as well.
Bottom lane. Epicenter is available. This time Sand King will be able to queue it up beforehand. Also gets level 12 now, so 2 points in it.
Sandstorm the root. Let's go. Not gonna find the opening. Sven has his dagger, so that's gonna mean that Sven is in a very good fighting shape right now. Dagger, Echo, and Master of Madness. Those are the 3 items that you want to take one fight with those 3 items, then your subsequent fight with a BKB. That's the Sven timing right there. Shaker gonna have his dagger soon.
Yeah, that could be another one of those big turning points, and they're giving him a lot of time in the lanes just to farm that up. And I guess the thing to think about as this game continues is they still have an Arc Warden. Even though Infamous are clearly having a really good time of it, this is a lineup that's built to defend high ground.
Yep. But they're gonna have, Chronosphere.
Yeah, Ice Blast down as well. Schofield is here though. Can they keep him alive? Answer is maybe, possibly no. Okay, not happening. Echo, or rather Epicenter is out. FY dropping fairly low, but it's not gonna be enough to get the kill because of that time walk away. And now Schofield is just gonna end up down. I don't exactly know what was going on in this game, but I guess it's working at least for LGD off of that one.
I think if you actually channeled Epi and then blinked in,
yeah,
maybe you would have actually gotten the kill on the Void, because they needed to chain him with this Puck silence, because Puck actually got his silence off before he actually died. I think that would have been enough, not sure, but so that sequence of events mean that Chronosphere expanded, Sand King ulti expanded, and it's 2 kills for LGD. They'll be happy to take it.
Well, have to wait and see. It is that Blink Dagger that Beastmaster decides to go for. He has Solar Crest queued up next.
Okay, so...
But based upon that in the BKB, what does that tell you about the way Infamous want to play this game?
Sorry, instead of the BKB?
Well, no, they're getting a BKB next on the Sven as well. What does this sort of tell you about the way the Infamous want to play the game?
Just typical builds for the Sven. You go Dagger, Echo, Mom, try to take a fight, doesn't happen, then you wait for your next timing with the BKB. That's when you're really the strongest, I think, as Sven. 10-second BKB with Dagger, Echo, and Mom. So you want to be able to maybe take Roshan, like take a big fight, get Roshan out of that. So that's when the Solar or Medallion comes in from the Beastmaster. He's gonna get it next, like you mentioned. But still, that's gonna be both teams' biggest priority now. Both teams have already taken down all the tier 1s, and Roshan is gonna be the next focal point. LGD has already set up Roche wards around their side, so we'll see whether Infamous chooses to have theirs. They have like 3 lane wards, one in the mid, top, and bottom.
Oh, look at this though also. We have this movement out. Infamous is underneath the ward right here with a lot of heroes, and they did see them just walk into the Roche pit.
Oh, they're gonna see the ward there.
Yeah. And in the meantime,
Chronos
it's a
Spear.
Echo Saber, or rather a Blink Dagger.
The Void is not TPing. Are they not fighting?
I mean, they know that this is here, and they have the blink on Earthshaker. They're throwing in the
Oh,
Ice Blast.
what's
Yeah, walking forward. They're going to jump in, blow up one. Stinger already down, but they turn to fight. Kataro brings him down. The Chrono maybe a little bit too late. Is it going to be enough still? There's going to be the turnaround. They have the Epicenter down as well, maybe in a ton of trouble. They get the jump away. Pepita still took a lot of that damage now, and Excella's going to also fall. Too much damage from Arc Warden, too much damage from LGD. Infamous got destroyed.
Yeah, the Shadow Fiend was really tanky. He had his HP talent, shreds, overclock Dragonlance, and a wand. So he took like I think 1.4k damage. He tanked the 1.4k damage from the Sand King and the and the Puck and the Jakiro or something like that, like the other heroes. So free Roshan right there. I guess
hey man, it's pretty good.
So the trade was just one Earthshaker and Chronosphere Echo Slam. So that was as bad as it could have gotten for Infamous.
I mean,
was
it
actually
looks
very
right
surprised.
here, as you can see too, like the Epicenter, he dropped down so low, and I thought that there was a chance they could turn it, but...
Yeah, look at him, he has 2000 HP.
Yeah.
I was surprised they still went for it when they scouted the ops right there. Because they were obviously not doing it fast enough. They did not have the medallion on the Beastmaster. That's why I'm not sure of the dagger. I think the medallion is definitely going to be better in their situation, because they already have double daggers like on the Puck and the Sand King, so they weren't really lacking in terms of like a dagger jump, dagger initiation. They needed like more of the, you want to have the solar crest if you can on the medallion in this scenario. I think they would have probably, maybe it would have been close, but they would have probably been able to finish the Roche if he had a solar.
Yeah. So unfortunate situation there for Infamous. It's now about 1,000 gold lead. This game, how scary is it? An Arc Warden starting to pull a little bit of head and get online, and you've got this BKB on the Shadow Fiend. How worried would you be for Infamous?
I don't think they can win though if the game reaches that point. If the Sven has like a 5-second BKB, he's gonna just get chronoed, kited by the Arc Warden, like the Flux, the slows from the Spark Wave, like everything, like even the Cold Feet. When you have 5-second BKB, everything is gonna destroy you.
Look at this wraparound that you've got from Infamous. They're all in the jungle, but the rest of LGD are already in position, moving towards the mid lane. There's a Shadow-Bladed Void waiting for somebody to
They have
in.
a BKB on Kotaro, so they have to fight now, despite like up against the Aegis.
Big moment here. Courier, it got punched a little bit as it was walking past.
They see the Earthshaker, they have a really good vision right there, but can they find the jump?
It's so difficult, and Sven just uses Blink to get away. It looks like Infamous want to call it off. They don't want to take that fight when they're not all together. And actually, FY is going to run into Stinger here. He has the Shadow Blade. Do they want to use a Chronosphere on a Beastmaster solo, though? It looks like they're going to, and the Ice Blast is going to follow through. This should be enough to get that kill.
Yep, they have 4 daggers, but they still couldn't find... I think that was a pretty good opportunity there for them to fight. They had a good ward, they had a pretty clear understanding of the timings of the heroes as well. Sven was really strong at that point.
Yeah.
But they just decided not to jump, so I guess they were kind of worried because they didn't see the... Who was it? The Void in the wards. They saw the Earthshaker. They saw 3 heroes. They saw the Earthshaker, they saw the A, and they saw the Shadow Fiend. I think they were worried that if they make the jump, if they committed onto the fight there, Void would jump in. Pepita gets a coil.
Oh no, Pepita! He really wanted that one badly, and they are going to get a Burrow Strike. Okay, Kataro jumps forward. They make it work. Oh, all right. You call that debated. FY now is going to not be able to do a whole hell of a lot to save his buddy. That is so much damage out there. And, well, the blink forward, the right clicks, they follow. 10-second BKB. Not really doing as much as they would want. A triple kill for the Sven.
So like I said, even though the enemy has Aegis, Infamous should still fight because they are really strong with the... That's the timing like I mentioned, the BKB Dagger, Master of Madness and Echo Saber. Sven is really strong, like one of the strongest points in the game the hero can get.
Yeah, he got that attack speed as well now and just going for straight up damage. That's all he wants to do.
On top of that, the Chronosphere was on cooldown, so... pretty much nothing else that can lock him down during BKB.
Oh, Ice Path? Alright, it's just onto the Arc Warden Spark Wraith, so they will get that kill, but I thought it was the hero for a second.
The clone or whatever you want to call it, the Tempest Double.
Tempest Double, not Spark Wraith, that's his third ability.
So right now, Infamous back on track with the lineup, with their Snowbody lineup. They need to be able to, I would say by 30 minutes, at least reach a set of racks, 30 to 35 minutes around that timing. Otherwise, the Arc Warden would be too powerful for the Sven to handle. And depending on the BKB charge as well, how long is his BKB charge available during that stage of the game? If he's able to actually go from here to 30-35 minutes without using too many charges, I think Infamous would be still in a good spot. But if a lot of fight happens and using a lot of his charges, then it will be actually a lot of problems for the Sven later on into the game.
And that seems like it's more an issue of the rest of Infamous creating situations where he can fight without having to use the BKB.
Yeah,
so a jump forward, burrow, and you know the Blink Dagger on Beastmaster. By the way, they're underneath a ward right here, kind of a nifty one from the Radiant as well.
Having a gem would be nice now for Infamous. I guess you put it on the... Okay, they buy one. Yeah. You put it on the Beastmaster or the... I guess you probably put it on the Beastmaster.
I think they're listening to you, man. Mic going into their headsets.
I wish I can listen to the players when I cast. Oh, serious, it's fun.
You don't speak Spanish.
Yeah, but sometimes you listen to the hero names, you roughly have an idea on what's actually happening.
Okay.
So there's a ward there, don't think they saw it, that's a pretty good ward. So that's gonna escape gem detection. Sand King has the gem, so not the Beastmaster.
FY again, just in this area, trying to scout things out, but not really seeing much. And he's actually got an Axe queued up as well, knowing the importance of these Chronospheres in the fight.
Yeah, his build is like full utility. Damage is going to come from Arc Warden and Shadowfiend, Earthshaker A, everyone. I mean, Void still does a decent amount of damage with his Shadowblade attack speed, and he's gone for attack speed talent at level 10. So it hits pretty fast. But all things considered, the Void in this game is still the utility. He's the guy that's going to allow his team to do a lot of damage instead of trying to do damage on his own.
We've got two supports that are building into Force Staffs right now on LGD. Maybe already has his Hurricane Pike, so this is still maybe going to be another one of those issues. Melee cores against Force Staffs.
They have 4 dagger jumpers and a puck coil, so
you're not concerned?
I mean, at some point you're going to get an Axe. I think Axe will be really good. I think if Infamous gets their initiation right...
Scan hits from the Dire. LGD all up here on this high ground, and you have that vision.
That Invis on the Sven.
It's about to wear off.
Oh, FY.
Okay, he
That's
found the
gem.
puck. Is this gonna work? Is this gonna be enough? Kataro jumps forward, he finds Samus, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough damage, and now they've got the catch onto the Beastmaster. He gets Force Staffed away. They blow the hell up out of that Ancient Apparition, but Yao is going to be found. He does get the TP away! Oh, 1 for 1, but BKB's expended.
No, bro. Gem gone.
I guess that's the other issue.
Gem gone. Minus 900 gold. GG. He just bought it. Did he even kill a ward?
I don't
think so, right?
You sound so upset. I can't even believe it.
I'm a support player. If I just bought a gem and I lose it. You know, I get even more frustrated because I'm the one carrying it. Because the Sand King, I don't know if the Sand King got the gem or someone else got the gem, but that's very frustrating.
Yeah. And the continuation of the split push, Ame knows very well how to.
Did the Sven pop his BKB?
He did pop his BKB.
That's another charge and they only got a support. That is not good.
The Shadowfiend also popped his BKB. Is that as important as the Sven's?
It's not as important as the Sven's because right now, if you're looking at the situation, LGD is going into the late game with double damage, like physical cost, Arc Warden and Shadowfiend, and you could even put a case that Void does some amount of physical damage. And whereas if you look at Infamous, who is going to do right click damage? Who else apart from the Sven?
I mean,
the Beastmaster?
Yeah, sure, right? He's got that talent.
Yeah, the talent, right?
120 damage, easy.
Yeah, pretty much like the puck does a decent amount with the talent, 50 damage, but overall she's gonna be, or he's gonna be like more just magic burst, you know. He's gonna kill up the Aghanim Snakes. That's gonna be really good against all the BKBs, so I think maybe they're gonna have to try to farm and get to that stage, and because that Aghanims on the puck is gonna allow the Sven to dish out his damage, so that he doesn't waste his BKB charge. And the next Roshan is gonna be up soon.
Well, maybe understanding right now that Infamous need to make something happen. They push in and are going to take down that tier 2 tower, while likewise LGD moving in position to take the other one. They throw down the bubble.
Magnetic field. What?
Actually, does that one hit? Oh my
yes.
goodness. What?
Yes, look, if you click on the circle, you actually...
Ame's... Oh no, it does just his symbol.
It's his twin. The evil twin, you know, the one that you can sacrifice all the time.
Look at this smoke ink as well. LGD moving down to the south, and they're trying to catch them on the retreat, see if they can pull them apart.
Who gets the bigger jump? Who gets the more important jump here? That's the question.
Oh, they have the jump forward puck, staying alive for a moment. FY's there as well. They get the coil onto the Burrow Strike as well, but FY, he's not able to get the Chrono Spear on anybody. He drops down, he somehow manages to only catch one there. The puck, Echo Slam, it's not nearly enough. QQ trying to run away. Samus in trouble as well. He's brought down to about half HP. Schofield from the low ground is going to be able to do it, but they've lost the Sven, they've lost the Beastmaster. Jakiro gone as well. Ame just hits too damn hard.
FY looked like it was going to be a disaster for LGD when the Chrono was like, oh, okay, it was just on one hero, but then I checked, okay, Sven has no ultimate on. His Scott Strength was on cooldown, so that's a big source of damage. And oh no, Infamous!
Oh, you never expect the Blink Dagger on the Arc Ward, and now Schofield's gonna get caught, getting increased damage inside the magnetic field. Infamous, no buybacks on 3 heroes, and LGD push so freaking hard.
I think this is Rex. Maybe even two sets of Rex, maybe? Because it's 44 seconds. Their heroes kill buildings very quickly. Oh my god. I think this is... Okay, that is the Hex!
That's Hex. Alright, that was pretty, again, sick. LGD, they're just destroying them right now.
I think it's GG.
Yeah.
2 sets of Rex. Go for melee, the other...
They're going for what? They're diving tier 4s. There's just no respect given right now, and everything taken. Puck buyback. They have buyback on Beastmaster as well. Sven's going to be back up in 13 seconds, and he has everything available to him. The Daedalus there, but they need a team fight and a half to make this work.
So much damage. The Bloods on top of everything, giving them even more damage. 2 sets. Okay, maybe not the full set, but still 2 melee Rex taken. At this point, game is pretty much super hard for Infamous. I think they already missed their timing window. BKB charge on Sven, 7 seconds. Not great.
Well, and this is the point where you said it was supposed to be the strongest for Infamous it could be.
I said 30 to 35. They have to get a set of Rex, bare minimum, to be still in the game, you know.
Yeah.
Anything beyond that without Rex taken is going to mean that the Sven is already in a lot of trouble.
Well,
okay,
another sheep down there at Schofield. Oh man.
Okay, this I kind of like this Arc Warden player right here. I like his build.
Are you an LGD-Ame fan?
During TI, he actually converted me to his fan.
Yeah.
So I didn't know he could play Arc Warden. Another Chronosphere.
Oh, that one only caught one, but it might be enough. Blink forward is done. The burn around, actually. They still blow up the Earthshaker. Daedalus is done for the Shadow Fiend. Now can they check and catch him out? He is slightly slowed. BKB pop for him as well. The damage to turn it back around onto the Sven. He never stood a chance. Oh no, and now the Jakiro is caught.
Okay,
Schofield's trying to get out, and yeah, that one is feeling like it's just about the end of the game. Hex is there. Schofield again trying to jump out, but the blink from Ame, they get the stun, and that should be the game.
Time dilation. So LGD right there, despite I would say that initiation was roughly similar with the previous initiation. Quite bad from the Void, but because of their lineup composition and the lead that they have, just whatever, shrugs it off, and there's one-man chrono, no problem, lyrical,
Yeah, it happens, man. Well, good game is called as LGD, silencing the critics of China Dota. There were some questions after we saw the...
I still have questions,
You still have questions.
These two teams are not looking good at all. So by far right now in the group, out of all the teams, I think these two teams are probably going to be the 2 weakest teams here.
Wow.
Still have a lot to see, but they're not looking good. LGD even winning, but they have a stand-in, okay, so...
What's the biggest issue that you saw there with LGD in the series?
both games they draft very greedily.